the Chi-Town experience on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the like.
Draft analyst Mel Kiper recently released his mock draft for the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft, and Bears fans, you're going to absolutely love who Mel Kiper picks for the Chicago Bears in their first 3 rounds. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. So, Bears fans, we are another day closer to round 1 of the 2025 NFL Draft. And whether you love him or hate him, agree with him or disagree with him, draft analyst Mel Kiper recently released his NFL mock draft. And of course, he included the Chicago Bears. And I wanted to share who he had the Chicago Bears selecting in their first couple of rounds. Talk about round 1 and pick number 10, and obviously the 2 second round picks that we have at pick number 39 and 41. And personally, if this is how the draft board fell for Ryan Poles and the Bears, I would be a very happy Bears fan. So let's go ahead and get into it. With the 10th overall pick, Mel Kiper had the Chicago Bears selecting tight end Tyler Warren. And I'm pretty sure most Bears fans, including myself, would be really happy if we were able to land tight end Tyler Warren. Of course, if Ashton Genty's there at number 10, I could definitely see the Bears taking Ashton Genty, but I think Tyler Warren would be really good and a really fun piece to add to this Chicago Bears offense that already has Caleb Williams, that already has DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Roma Dunze, right? And they're probably still going to add a running back to go along with DeAndre Swift. Obviously, Ben Johnson has talked a lot about Tyler Warren, saying that he is the ultimate football player, and he is not lying. If you have not seen any Tyler Warren highlights, I suggest you go to YouTube right now and watch a little bit of Tyler Warren. He is the ultimate football player. He can block. He can be in the wildcat. You can put him in the slot. He is the full package in regard to being a football player. I think he'd be the perfect piece here in Chicago. And I think if he is the best player available, and if Ashton Genty or another running back that's not on the board, or a guy like Will Campbell's not on the board, I would be totally fine with Tyler Warren at pick number 10 for the Chicago Bears. At number 39, Mel Kiper had the Chicago Bears taking defensive tackle Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss, 6'3", 305 pounds. Not the most polished defensive player, but a really gifted player. Clear raw strength, explosiveness. He's also versatile, can play D end or D tackle, and we all know that Ryan Poles loves versatile guys. Great tackler, relentless effort as well. I think this would be a really good pick. There's a lot of people that consider maybe Walter Nolan being a late first round pick. So if he falls out of the first round and lands to the Bears at pick number 39, I think he would be a very good player to add to already an impressive unit that we have here in Chicago with Javon Dexter, Grady Jarrett, Montez Sweat, Dio Odangwo, Austin Booker, among others. I would absolutely love that pick in round 2 at pick number 39 of Walter Nolan. And then at pick number 41, he had Chicago Bears drafting running back Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. We have had a whole bunch of conversations about Travion Henderson. We have talked about rumors that Ryan Poles and the Bears are interested in Henderson. He is definitely that three down back that the Bears are looking for to pair with DeAndre Swift. He has that long speed. He can catch out of the backfield. He's a willing blocker as well. I think he would also be the perfect piece to this Ben Johnson offense here in Chicago. If you're able to add Tyler Warren and Travion Henderson, that makes, this offense that much better. Definitely makes Caleb Williams' job a lot easier, because then he has 2 extra weapons to already this impressive supporting cast here in Chicago. So Bears fans, how do you like what Mel Kiper has Chicago Bears doing in the 2025 NFL Draft? Let me know down below in the comment section. Once again, he has Tyler Warren in round 1, and then with the 2 second round picks, he has defensive tackle Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss and running back Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. I think this would be a A+ first couple of rounds. That's not even including pick number 72 in round 3 for Ryan Poles and the Bears. So let me know how you like what Mel Kiper has Chicago Bears doing in this year's NFL draft. But Bears fans, before I let you guys go on today's episode of Keek on the Mic, I want to talk a little bit about another option that Ben Johnson, Ryan Poles, and the Bears could be targeting maybe in round 2. I could personally see Ben Johnson eyeing a player like wide receiver Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State, 6'1", 205 pounds. When you look at Egbuka, he's a high floor, savvy receiver that has had some really good success while at Ohio State, eclipsing 2 1,000-yard seasons in 2022 and 2024, and catching 24 touchdowns in 3 years at Ohio State. And a lot of people for the last couple of years, every single year, saying, hey, Egbuka can be a first-round talent in the NFL draft. And people have been saying that for the last couple of years. So he could very well be a first-round talent this year. But if he slips out of that first round, I can possibly see Ben Johnson saying, hey, Ryan, we may need to take a look at this kid, because of course the Bears added some veteran receivers in free agency like OZ and some other guys along with OZ. But they could still be looking to maybe find a dominant slot presence to add to Rome Odunze and DJ Moore. And I know that OZ can be that presence as well. But I could definitely see, if he falls out of the first round, a wide receiver like Emeka Egbuka being on Ben Johnson's list. But here is why, Bears fans. Ben Johnson had a very strong slot presence in Detroit with Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the pro comparison for Emeka Egbuka right now is actually Amon-Ra St. Brown. When you look at a guy like Emeka Egbuka, he's a polished route runner, good at creating separation, not overly fast, but still has enough speed to create that separation and give the defense a bunch of headaches. I'm just a well-proportioned player. I'm a guy that would be a perfect fit with Ben Johnson, a guy that would fit perfectly with what we already have in Rome Odunze and DJ Moore and you know, obviously having Cole Kmet as well. And let's say you go into the draft and you're still able to land Tyler Warren and you get Emeka Egbuka along with Tyler Warren. That would be 2 huge weapons added for Caleb Williams and you know, for Ben Johnson's disposal here in Chicago. So Bears fans, let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about if he fell out of the first round and landed to the Bears at pick number 39 or 41. Of them selecting wide receiver Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State and adding him with Rome Odunze and DJ Moore and Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson here in Chicago. But other than that, Bears fans, make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right.